So I guess you didn't expect to see me, huh?
Well, now that you mention it, Vince, how the fuck did you make it to Boston? Wait, how did you survive the bombs? And why didn't you tell anyone about me?
Dex, take a breath, dude. I'm not here to piss on your parade, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long-ass road, and plenty of ass on the road.
It's definitely him, all right.
Look at me, man. I look like a walking corpse. I had to do some sketchy stuff to get by. It's hard out here for a pimp.
Even though his dumb jokes are refreshing as hell, I'm dreading the questions he's about to ask.
I'm not retarded. I had some theories about what happened to you. I heard Batista was chasing a lead that you were alive and faked your death. So being the super awesome genius that I have always been, I started putting the pieces together.
He must hate me for what I've done.
I'm not judging you. Our job was to put bad guys away. With the way that things are nowadays, and all the shit that happened right after the bombs fell, fuck, man. You were just ahead of the curve.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on, bro. You're a friggin' legend. The serial killer who kills murderers. I heard they even started teaching about you at Quantico right before the bombs fell.
Sounds like word did get out after I left Iron Lake. Why would I think my old life was gonna die with the world that day?
FBI profilers came a-knocking and wanted to ask us all questions. Dig up your life. Find out how you managed to slip under the radar for so long. You're a crafty motherfucker, man.
I almost sense admiration in his voice.
I need a drink. Know any spots?
The dugout's nice. We could go there.
Alrighty, lead the way.
I would have never thought Masuka, of all people, would be accepting of the true me. This really backfired on Ilarios. I guess even he didn't see this coming.
Good to see returning customers. Most die. You let me know if you need a drink.
Me and my friend here will take some of your finest brew.
That's what I like to hear.
So there is one thing I wanted to ask Dex. What happened to Sergeant Dokes and LaGuardia?
Damn it, I knew this was coming.
Dokes found out who I was, so I kept him imprisoned at that cabin for a while, during which he almost convinced me to turn myself in. I didn't know what to do, but then while I was gone, Lila showed up and caused the explosion, trying to impress me.
I love the crazy ones.
But Deb shot Maria, protecting me. Look, I never wanted those things to happen, but if they didn't, I wouldn't be here today.
Wow, I guess that answers a lot. If it makes you feel any better, I'm just happy to still have a friend after 220 years. And I was secretly always rooting for the Bay Harbor Butcher.
Now, I have a question for you. What's that white shit on your face?
I told you I had to do some sketchy stuff to get here.
With Ilarios?
What's up, ladies? Anyone here ever done the Louisiana Steamboat?
I gotta say, it's good to have an old friend after all this time. After a couple hours, the alcohol had got to our heads.
Hold up, Dex. I think I'm a bit drunk.
Come on, let's go. Yes, no.
I don't know what I was singing or why I brought Masuka to the communal garden.
And hold on.
I ain't your friend, Scabber.
Yeah, well, guess what, prick? We'd never be your friend. Because you look like you like getting fucked in the ass by dudes. And science is one cold-hearted bitch with a 14-inch strap on.
Whoa, nice place, Dexter. What is that, 225? Watch, I still got it. Shit, help me.
After I brought Masuka to Dr. Sun,
Guess we got a little crazy last night, huh?
I had to ask him the obvious.
Did Ilarios tell you I was here in Diamond City?
No, I was as surprised as you. He told me there was a police force being formed in some city up north. Thought you guys could use the extra help.
Well, that explains nothing. After our conversation, I introduced Masuka to the homicide gang. And then I showed him around the lab.
Everything here is broken, Dexter.
Since everything is as okay as it can be right now, my dark passenger has relapsed its hunger. This is Polly, Diamond City's meat supplier.
We sell cuts of meat. That's it.
What kind of meat is this?
You never heard of Brahmin? Big, dumb, got 4 legs and 2 heads? They're the only cattle around. Everything's fresh from the Codman family farms. Sometimes, we get weird stuff from the caravans, too.
Weirder than mutated cows?
Yeah, Prince Charming. Weirder than that. Mirelurk bloatflies, rad stags.
Should add human to the sales pitch.
Ain't like you can be picky in the Commonwealth.
I don't know if you know or not, but James's birthday is coming up and the department's throwing him a cookout. Could I come back with a list?
Brahmin's fresh. Everything else, you're on your own.
Read all about it. Institute replaces people with machines. Are you next?
Read all about it. Polly replaces cows with humans. Are you next? Now that she's leaving her stand, I can search her house for proof. Let me make sure Shang doesn't see me. Let's see if my radar has failed me, or if she's really what I think she is. Pretty messy for the one that handles all of the city's meat. Makes me miss the Food and Drug Administration. That hatch must go somewhere. But we need to check her computer first. Got it. We're in. 3 different poems she wrote. I cry when they deliver the carcass. There was life there once, proud and majestic. The Brahmin does not hate us, but we kill it, we eat it. We survive because it dies. So I cry. I cry when they deliver the carcass, 'cause someone has to say goodbye. There is no sky when I wake up. Rusted steel is what I see, the smell of blood. I know the day is starting, but I don't see the sun. I dance in the dark. No one can see me, not even myself, just me in my body, floating free in the air. Sometimes it's joyous, sometimes... Chair. Oh, chair. I really should have moved you. Over there. That last one sounded really intimate. It also sounds like she hates that we have to kill animals to survive. Maybe I was wrong about Polly. Could she be innocent? Or has her pity for cows turned into hatred for us? The hatch led me to the roof. Up there I saw a locked container, so I opened it. It was her meat locker. The air was cold, and on the table was 4 severed limbs and a head. Looks like my lizard brain was right about Polly. As cold as this severed body. His torso looks to have been shoved into this stove violently, breaking the glass window on the door. Now I know your secret, Polly. You really are a butcher. Now that Polly's asleep, it's time for her to disappear. It's always easier when they're asleep. No struggle, no loud commotion, just a quiet breeze running through the night, taking the world's scum with it.
Hello, Polly. I know why you do what you do. You hate that humans have to eat cattle to survive, so you decided on killing humans to spare cattle, taking city guards during the night, and bringing them back to your meat locker, chopping them up and selling their flesh to the average Joe. If you really want to make a difference, Polly, try being a vegan.
Now that my dark passenger is satisfied, I need to hunt down Ilarios to protect my new life.
Everyone in this city's always jumping at Shadow. Chill out is what I say.
Looks like Solomon's got the right idea.
Busy here?
I headed to Murphy's prison to see if I could dig up anything about him. Why is Stella doing drugs? There has to be something, somewhere here. I need to find out where he keeps disappearing to, and why he's doing this to me. Maybe Raina's computer could tell me something.
Good evening, ma'am.
Once this woman leaves, I can take a look. Wow, the first log is about him. Exactly what I was looking for. He knocked on our front door a few years back, carrying a freshly baked pie, a holotape collection, and a machete strapped to his side. Not sure what we were thinking by letting him in, but he's been with us ever since, splitting his time between maintaining the workshop, guard duty, and watching the TV in his free time. He disappears occasionally for a few days at a time. We're not sure where to, but Jersey spotted him one time down by the sewer north of Diamond City. We don't know when or where he was born, or where he lived before finding us. My hunch is he survived in a bunker a couple hundred years without human contact and only surfaced once his television stopped working, at which point he canvassed the Commonwealth for somewhere to keep watching his slasher film collection. Others have a darker theory. While resolutely averse to social situations and never uttering a word, he appears to be highly intelligent and organized to a fault. Good job, Raina. You hired a serial killer. I need to find that sewer so I can finally even the odds. This must be the place. Wait, is that a holotape?
Here we are, Detective. If you followed my instructions, you're alone. And well, if you aren't, I've already left. You better be alone. Well, come on in. I've put my work on display down here, and I'd very much like you to see it.
He wrote the same thing on his computer. Looks like he's played these games before. I wonder who the detective these holotapes were addressed to is.
I want you to appreciate your surroundings, Detective. I can only be myself in a place like this. Life up there is exhausting. Every day you smile at people who don't care about you one way or another because that is what you do. Down here, I really get to live. I'm happy to share it with you today, Detective.
He sounded a lot different before the bombs fell. Also looks like his victims aren't only raiders, but men, women, and children, too. He doesn't realize how close he's let me get.
I am getting so anxious about our meeting, Detective. You know, I think I've only ever wanted someone to know me. And really, I can't think of anyone who knows me as well as you do. I am your object of fascination, and you have become mine. It's humbling, Detective. I didn't want to hurt you, Detective. I didn't want to hurt you. But you hurt me first. Now I know you didn't mean those things you said. And I forgive you, Detective. It doesn't matter anymore. Now you're here with me. And we have all the time in the world to get to know each other.
What the hell is that? I brought the tapes back to the police station to ask Masuka if he could dig up anything about him.
What's up, Masuka?
Hey, Dexter.
Nice day, huh? Anyways, I got something you might be interested in. I got some old pre-war holotapes I found. Want to go listen to them?
Sure, let's go.
And we have all the time in the world to get to know each other.
Wow, that's creepy, Dexter.
Do you think we can find out anything about this guy 200 years later?
Well, it's definitely not impossible, but again, highly unlikely. You said you got these from a sewer outside the city?
Yeah, the 200-year-old bones of his victims were still there, hung up for this detective to find.
I guess I could do a bit of searching through our old police records. Come by tomorrow, I'll let you know if I find anything.
Thanks, Masuka.
Hopefully this game of cat and mouse ends soon. Maybe, in a way, it was better when I was alone and knew no one here. Just me and the dog surviving on the road.
Think of all of the people you've helped so far. Think about what would have happened if you weren't there. You saved those people, Dexter.
Ah, yes, you. Famous Bobrov liquor, on tap all day.
I'll take 2 and tell Yefim to fry me up a steak.
Not to bias you, but everything's delicious.
Not to bias you, Vadim, but the only food worth eating now is steak. The average male needs around 2,500 calories a day. While steak isn't the highest in caloric value, it makes up for in nutrients that are hard to get nowadays. So if I pair it with Vadim's moonshine, which lacks nutrients but makes up for in calories, I should stay the same weight. I should get some sleep. Looks like Piper's not home. Sometimes she stays at her office writing all night. Speaking of Piper, I wanted to get her a gift. Maybe something from Arturo's? Or maybe something from here?
Hello, miss.
Keep away from my stall. I don't know you.
Okay.
Great stuff, if you're interested.
I'm looking for a new piece.
Don't forget to stock up on ammo.
I wonder which one she'd like. So many choices, so many shapes and sizes. This one reminds me of her. Reliable, classy, sleek, and cute.
See you, Arturo.
You watch your step. Got my eye on you.
Latest hairstyles from the upper stands.
Is Mayor McDonough telling the truth? What does he have to hide? Read the public for the hard questions.
Sounds like Nat's asking the right questions. What are you hiding, Mr. Mayor? I headed back to the police station to see if Masuka found anything out yet.
What's up, Masuka?
Dexter, I found something.
What did you find?
There's a lot of police files still out there. Follow me to the back. So get this. Our 210-year-old buddy who left those tapes turns out to be a pre-war serial killer that earned the name the Fens Phantom. And he was never caught. So people say he's still out there. So if you could get him now, we'll have less troubles later. But seriously, he got that name because the only detective that ever got close to him came back home to his wife and 3 children with their throats slit. Here's a picture I found in our files.
Wait, what's that noise? Something's happening at the city gate. Synths are attacking the Boston police force. I have to stop them, or everyone will die. Where did they come from? How did they slip past the outer walls?
Perception impaired.
Looks like the mayor and his personal security are holding the main gate. What's that sound? Oh shit.
He shot me. My arm's gone. I'm scared. They just keep coming.
All civilians need to get inside the wall. Hold your position.
Shit, I was flashbanged.
Get inside the wall.
I don't think the city has enough manpower for this. They're laying siege to Diamond City. Funny, last night I was considering leaving Diamond City, but Harry was right. Look at what's happening. Everyone else has died, and I'm single-handedly holding the front line. I've had to have been shot at least 20 times. Adrenaline's a hell of a drug. The Institute wants to destroy Diamond City. What's gonna happen now?